The following is a presentation of Grayson Publishing.
It's time for Howe Bulldogs football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Mason Riggs, toss right side. He's got a good block. He's got a clear lane, and it's touchdown time in Texas. Handoff left side Griffin. He's got the 45. He's got the 40. Dragging him into the 38.
Howe Bulldogs football is brought to you by Cavender Home Theater, Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Kiri's Coffee Company.
Zach Hudson, you are a gambling maniac.
Howe Bulldog football is also brought to you in part by Tech Wave, Buck Snort Barbecue, Abby's Restaurant, Attorney Micah Belden, and the Howe Athletic Booster Club.
So fourth down in Riverboat Gambler time at the 2-yard line. The Bulldog fans are on their feet. Both sides at full throat. 4th and 2. Barrels over a defender into the end zone. It's touchdown time in Texas.
Now let's go live to the stadium with Monty Walker and Michael Mosier.
It is senior night here at Bulldog Stadium as the seniors being escorted by their parents. And it's not Michael Mosier up here in the booth right now because he's on the field. He has a senior. So Justin White with us up here. Welcome to the booth, Justin.
Yeah, I love this vantage point up here. A lot warmer up here and just nice little view from up top here at the press box.
Well, we had a few delays, so we apologize for that. But we are back and we are live. So Clay Marshall down there getting a big hug from his dad. What a nice night this is. And, you know, they do this every year. It's just a really great moment for seniors and to celebrate their last year here on the field.
Yeah, it's good to see. We have a lot of seniors here. I believe there's about 9 or 10 seniors on the team. And just good to be able to see them be recognized their last night in a Bulldog uniform.
The Howe Bulldogs are 0-9 on the year, never been 0-10. Norman Dickey tried to do that once. He went 0-9-1, tied Celeste back in 1964, I believe it was. But Howe never been 0-10. Don't want to do it tonight. And if the victory light has a chance to be turned on tonight, it might stay on until the whole thing burns up.
Yeah, I'd like to see that tonight. Finally get to see it turn on. They're playing a Wildcat team that they match up really well against. You know, look at the stats here. I know you'll talk about it here in a second, but the points per game and the points against, they're almost identical.
Yeah, everything is just about identical with these two teams. The only thing is Callisburg hasn't played that crazy schedule that Howe has. So they've snuck out a couple of wins. They got to play Tom Bean early in the year. And some teams like that where Howe never did get to. Down the field, there, look at there, strolling down. Michael Mosier coming down.
Love the cowboy hat.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a senior spotlight we're going to get to first. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's do this starting lineup before Michael gets up here. Let's do this. In honor of Michael, we'll do the starting lineup here. Maybe we'll do it right. And I know Justin hasn't had a chance to study these names, but Michael actually studies them, and it still works out the way it works. So let's go over the starting offense for Howe. Ty Harvey will be split out wide, 26 catches, 441 yards on the year, 2 touchdowns, as you can hear the train going by. The left tackle, Jacob Howe, the left guard, Parker Blunt, the center, Clay Marshall, and the right guard will be Dyson Dillard this week, and the right tackle, Devin Porter. Split out wide will most likely be Winston Moss this week. Quarterback, Chase Harvey, 28 completions out of 71 attempts, 2 touchdowns. He's also rushed 54 times for 160 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground. Leading rusher is Andrew Griffin, 170 carries, 852 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Michael Heimel will also see time in the backfield, 9 carries, 55 yards, 6.11 yards per carry. And you'll see Mason Riggs at time as well. Let's go over the starting defense for the Callisburg Wildcats.
Starting at defensive end, number 20, Ethan Sewell. At the left defensive end, Zach Pruitt. Defensive tackle, Kenyon Roher. Defensive tackle, Colby Hammond. Also defensive tackle, Cody Pollard. At linebackers, Justin Crisp and Preston Duke. In the secondary, quarterback, Jaquez Deanda and Dakota Schaefer. And free safety, Eli Parker. And a strong safety, Brandon Hudson.
Why don't you go ahead and give us the starting offense
for Callisburg, Zach Pruitt. Tight end, Brandon Hudson. Wide receiver, Preston Portese. Left tackle Seth Bauckham. Left guard Victor Barton. Center Tanner Chambers. Right guard, Colby Hammond. Right tackle, Cody Pollard. At quarterback, Sam Lewis. Running back, Eli Parker. Also running back, Justin Crisp. And kicking, Julian Diaz.
The starting defense for the Howe Bulldogs, left defensive end, Cameron Blesseye and Chase Harvey. The right defensive tackle will be Dyson Dillard. And we'll see a new face in there tonight. Andrew Griffin, the linebackers. A linebacker along with Dylan Moreau and Winston Moss. Cade Courtney is out tonight, so we'll see another cornerback tonight. Chase Barnett, Riggs, and Ty. And when we do, it'll be close to football time in Texas. We'll be right back right after this word from our great sponsors.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Welcome to the Senior Spotlight, where each week we talk to a Howe Bulldog senior or two. The Senior Spotlight is brought to you by Douglas Propane. Now let's talk to the Howe Bulldog seniors.
This week we're featuring three seniors, Winston Moss, Cade Courtney, and Mikey Heimel. We'll start with Winston. What year did you get here? You didn't grow up in Howe from the beginning. What year did you get here?
I got here third grade.
And where'd you come from?
Tom Bean.
And what was it like being a Tom Bean Tomcat?
Well, we weren't very good, honestly, but I think that's pretty obvious now. It's definitely a better transition to come here.
But you won. You did have the black and orange for 1 year in Pee Wee football. Is that right?
That is right.
And then you came here, and you've been playing football ever since for the Bulldogs. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Who was your first coach?
I honestly don't even remember.
And what did you play back then?
Defensive tackle.
So, ago you blew ACL, missed basically that ACL coming back.
Well, it feels great now, but therapy was pretty awful. But I had a lot of guys and my parents and everybody supporting me, so it was honestly a really good feeling knowing everybody was behind me.
You've played since your sophomore year, had a lot of success here with the Bulldogs over the past several years. Talk about this season and how it's gone for you personally, and just talk about it a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's been pretty rough, but we've had some fun in practice, and everybody seems to keep their heads high no matter how bad things are going for us. So I still feel like we're all pretty close considering the circumstances.
All right, we'll talk to Cade Courtney now, who's in the backfield a little bit at times, and talk about when you got here, or have you always been here?
Yeah, I grew up in Howe from the very beginning.
And when did you start playing football?
Either first or second grade. I can't really remember.
Do you remember who your coach was?
Yeah, Andy Griffin and my dad and Winston's dad.
So y'all been playing ball together for a long time with Andrew and those guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, talk about Coach Simmons. You were in elementary school since you've been here the whole time, so you had Coach Simmons all the way through elementary school. Talk about him, and this is his final year. Is there any emotions there for you guys knowing that you had him for so long through there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's such a great guy. Growing up with him, being part of the Solar Division, outstanding individual, role model for everyone that's been through Howe, parent, kid, teenager, everyone.
So what else do you do here at Howe High School?
I play baseball and track.
And also homecoming queen, is that right? Or king, homecoming king. I'm sorry, I'll have to edit that.
No, yeah, I won that, and that was a shock. Going against Clay, Andrew, and Ty, and Ryan, and I didn't think I had a shot, but...
Well, obviously, you pulled it off. Talk about this season.
Yeah, it's been an interesting season. Things didn't go the way we wanted it to. Most fun of it.
What about your arm in a sling? Talk about that.
Yeah, well, last game, I was making a tackle, and my thumb went too far back, and I tore a ligament. So I had surgery 2 days ago.
Well, at least it wasn't an ATV or something like that. Let's talk now to Mikey Heimel. You've been here since when?
Since halfway through 5th grade. I came from Arlington.
And what was the transition like from Arlington to Howe, Texas?
It was definitely smaller. It was weird knowing everybody like around town. Like you go anywhere and you know everyone. A month or two, it wasn't very long at all. It was just transitioning from big city to small town.
And what else are you involved in here in Howe High School?
I'm a power lifter, and I'm told I'm going to do track.
So are you, as far as powerlifting goes, what do you do? Bench? What do you do?
I try to be an all-around guy. Last year I got 9th in state, and I got outstanding deadlifter at regionals, so I'd say probably deadlift is my best thing by far.
So you're going to bring home a title this year?
I'm going to do my best. We got Coach Fry, and he seems to really know what he's doing, so we're going to work hard, and we're going to see how that turns out.
So last year, you think deadlifter, power lifter, and all that kind of stuff, that'd make a really great offensive lineman, and that's what you were for a very long time. Now you're not. Talk about that transition.
It was interesting. I always wanted to be the guy that ran the ball or caught the ball or anything, but
who doesn't?
It caught me by surprise for sure, because I was always the little guy playing in a big boy world. So it was pretty interesting when I was playing with guys that were actually my size, and I was actually having to run and stuff. So it was interesting.
So when did you get the call or notification that you were going to make the switch, and what were your feelings?
It was Munster was my first game playing at slot, and I got told I was moving there from guard, and that was a big shock. He told me I was going to be a Z-back, and I wasn't quite sure what that was, but I got the classification. It's a slot back.
So talk about the season so far. I know it's not gone the way you guys wanted it to, but there's a sense of brotherhood here, I'm sure, and talk about your teammates, and that's what you'll really remember, don't you think?
Yeah, I'd say for sure. It's everybody on the team, we're like a family, and regardless of how our record shows it, we're always going to be together, and we're going to remember our season and how much fun we had together.
That is the Senior Spotlight, and Howe Bulldog football will continue in a moment.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's Big Time Fried Steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit 482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome back as we'll check that on the field. Justin, have you had a chance to visit with the officials? Are we going to get full 60s tonight? Have you had a chance to do that yet?
Yes, I got a chance to get with them and talk to them. They wanted an exclusive interview, but I declined that. And they said they agreed to give us the full 60s and allow us to be in for the coin toss.
Okay, that's great. Now, talk about the field tonight, the atmosphere down there. What are we looking at?
I was looking at, as far as the stands here, it's about 3/4 of the way full. I guess you can contribute that to senior night. I know we talked about last week, sometimes, it's hard to get as many fans out, when you're struggling on the team. But we've, a pretty good crowd out here this evening. As far as the field goes, it's in fairly decent condition here. Fresh chalk out here on the hash marks and on the sidelines, and looks in pretty decent condition. Again, middle of the field, in between the hash marks, is still approach kickoff. Should get down to about 49, 50 degrees by the end of the game, so it's going to be tough. No wind out here this evening, but should be a pretty cool night here. Not as chilly as it was in Whitesboro, but it's going to be pretty cool.
Thank you, Justin. Michael, you were down on the welcome to the booth.
Yeah, thank you.
You were down on the field. Talk about that, and
it's hard.
Any tears?
No, well, all week basically, but it's hard to believe, but that my baby girl's a senior. And this is it. We got a couple of more of these. We'll do basketball. She plays softball, but this will be the last night for her under these lights, and it's hard to swallow, but. You move on. She's on to bigger and better things. She's a pretty smart kid. She's excited. So.
Well, that's good. My youngest has not yet played an official game for the Howe Bulldogs under any lights, and when that day comes for him, the final game, I tell you what, there will be a lot of tears. I can promise you that.
It was. Pretty emotional starting Monday. When those kids left, that was a pretty neat deal. The parade lap through town was pretty awesome for that band on Monday.
Yeah, the band finished 9th in state. Did you have a chance to go down there and watch the performance?
We were down there. They finished 9th, as you said, which is, in my opinion, pretty good considering there's 194 Class 3A bands in the state of Texas with over 10,000 kids. To finish 9th in that program, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Let's talk a little bit about the Howe Bulldogs and Callisburg Wildcats tonight. Both teams very similar. Howe 0-9 have played that really tough schedule. Both teams 0-4 in district. Whitesboro 1-8 coming in on the year. Got a win earlier in the season on the non-district schedule, obviously, but.
Callisburg.
Who did I say?
Whitesboro.
I've been doing that all day. Okay, I got to mark that out. So Callisburg. So they're what, maroon? They're over there in the same county.
Yeah. They look alike.
Bearcats, Wildcats. Don't really know what either one of them are. But Howe has scored 113 points on the year. Callisburg 114.
Here come your Howe Bulldogs.
In the final game for 10 seniors. And one of them is in street clothes tonight. Cade Courtney cannot play, an injured thumb. But that's the last time they'll go through that tunnel for those 10 seniors here at Bulldog Stadium. Or some of them may play on Saturday. We'll see. But Howe's given up 338 points on the season. Callisburg's given up 318. So Howe averages a 38-13 loss every week. That's what their average is. Callisburg's average is a 35-13 loss every week. So both teams are almost identical, and they are also two of the smallest teams in the district. And that plays a big part when you're a very small 3A school playing against very large 3A schools. It makes a huge difference. And tonight the captains are on their way to the middle of the field. Clay Marshall, Winston Moss, Andrew Griffin, and Dylan Moreau. And we'll have to check the other side as Justin White is just about ready to put the mic in the coin toss huddle. And we'll see what happens tonight.
Number 10, Garrett Thurman, and number 6.
All right, gentlemen. Hey, let's have a good, clean game, all right? Let's stop at the whistle, help each other up, show good sportsmanship, okay? All right? Gentlemen, I got a silver dollar here. Heads, tails. You are the visitors. What's your call?
Heads.
Heads is a call. You ever won the toss? You want the ball? Okay, which end do you guys want to defend?
We want to defend the scoreboard, sir.
Okay. All right, swing around right here.
Callisburg won the toss, and they want the ball.
Okay, there you go. Callisburg won the toss. They want the ball. Howe will turn around and put their backs towards the south end zone. We'll be moving right to left to start the game, but Callisburg will get it first. And I did say Callisburg, right?
Yes, sir.
And Monty, I don't know if you noticed, we talked about kind of off air about the jerseys for both teams were being the dark color. It looks like Callisburg got the memo. They've changed to the home white jerseys, or the away white jerseys.
Yeah, they had their under jerseys were the maroon style with the white sleeves. It looked kind of strange. I think we're about ready for the prayer and the national anthem here. It is football time in Texas. For the last time, 10 seniors are getting ready to strap it on for the last time. Looking for their first win of the season, the Howe Bulldogs 0-9. And again, facing a Callisburg team almost identical to them. Howe has rushed for 1,325 yards this season and has passed for 819. That's 2,144 yards combined on the season. That's 238 yards of offense per game for Howe. On defense, the Bulldogs are allowing 372 yards per game. That's 1,964 rushing yards and 1,382 passing yards for a total of 3,346. I talked to Coach Zagleski earlier in pregame and told him, hey, let's see some air tonight. And we'll see if we do. Hunter Cheatham ready to down hard to start the game. Immediately, Mason Riggs plummets the ball carrier, which was Eli Parker, and the Callisburg Wildcats will start at their own 41-yard line. So 1st and 10, left to right, Callisburg, and all white. White helmets, white pants, white jerseys, maroon numerals. This is going to be a quick pitch out to the left side. And about 3 yards and a flag down. The pitch was to Justin Crisp, the junior, 5'10", 180-pound running back. And the quick pitch to the left was good for maybe a yard, but the flag came in from the back judge.
Yeah, brought down from behind by Andrew Griffin.
It appears that this one may go against, well, they're talking to Coach Hudson. Yeah, they're going to push it back. It's against Callisburg. So instead of giving up the down, they'll go ahead and push it back 10 yards. It'll be 1st down and 10, which will send Callisburg back to their own 31 drive.
Braswell, our spotter.
So let me change this over. Now that the game has started, we are in the first quarter, no score. In Howe, Texas, 1st and 10. 2 men in the backfield, 2 wide receivers, a handoff, quick hitter right up the middle. Nothing doing, maybe a yard or two. And on the carry for Callisburg is Dakota Schaefer, 5'10", 150 pounds, and that one was brought down quickly.
Yeah, it was met hard in the backfield by Winston Moss.
So 2nd down, and well, they'll give him. Well, let's see. Where they spot the ball there? 34-yard line. Around the left edge, Winston Moss, and now a late flag comes in after the play. And Moss made a great stop, but I believe there might be a personal foul right after that.
He turned him back inside, and he was met hard there.
Personal foul against Howe. So you're going to have to calm it down a little bit in your last game. Don't make dumb penalties. You had the Wildcats trapped deep in their way back in their own territory and on a 3rd down situation, and now that's going to push it up, and it's going to be a 1st down.
Coach Hudson didn't even argue that call. He was getting after one of his players who committed that personal foul, so apparently it was pretty blatant.
Well, that's a very costly penalty to start this game, and now the Wildcats have it near midfield at the 49-yard line. Pistol, this is going to be a pass over the middle, caught, brought down, another 1st down. It was caught by the receiver, Brandon Hudson, and that one's good for about 11 yards to the personal foul. And now, that's kind of been the theme of the year. You get momentum, and just when things look great, a penalty happens. And that's what happened here. 1st and 10, left to right, Callisburg in the gun, fumble, and the quarterback goes right down to the knee just to cover it up. That's Sam Lewis, the quarterback. Mr. Lewis is a senior, 5'10", 175. A lot of these Callisburg players are playing their final game tonight too. No playoffs for either team. No week 11.
Both sides of the field are pretty lean. They got kids coming, I hope.
And here come the Wildcats with a man in motion. Lewis, bat snap again. This time he picks it up, throws it down the field. It's going to be intercepted by Ty Harvey. On the far side, he picked it off at the 35, and there's Eric Gillespie.
That pass went right straight to Ty Harvey.
Boy, it didn't take long to see Eric Gillespie tonight. 1st and 10 for Howe, turning around, moving the other way at the 36. There's 9:41 on the clock here in the first quarter. We are just underway, and Howe's going to take the ball for the first time. Interception, Harvey. Chase Harvey goes under center. Handoff. Griffin, big hole on the right side. Barrels over one defender close to the 45-yard line at the 43, and now give him the 44.
Great block by Clay Marshall. Opened up a big hole on that right side.
8 yards for Andrew Griffin on first down, and that was the trap right up the middle, and it was busted wide open, and Griffin ran right through it.
Brandon Hudson made the stop for Callisburg.
9:15 on the clock in the first quarter. Bulldogs moving right to left in their black jerseys and white pants tonight. You don't normally see the white pants at home. Harvey wants to throw on second down. Gets a good block, now flushed out. Now he's going to be in trouble behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose about 4 yards. Very similar to a week ago when Howe was facing a 3rd and 4. Instead of trying to go for 2-down territory, they tried to throw it and ended up with a big sack, and that's exactly what happened right there again. Back to the 40-yard line, and that sets up a 3rd down and long.
Cody Pollard brought him down in the backfield.
So 3rd and about 6, a long 6 at the Bulldog 40-yard line. Out to Griffin, running right side, gets over the right tackle. Is going to be brought down after about a 3 or 4 yard gain, and now a late flag comes in at the end of it from the back judge.
Preston Duke made the stop for Callisburg.
It would be 4th and about 3 right here, but let's check the flag. It's going to be against Howe. They're talking to the Callisburg officials. Face mask. Oh, no, it's against It looks like a face mask. Personal foul, face mask, Callisburg. Well, that's a big penalty.
It is a big one there.
Boy, Howe was about to have to punt the ball right back or try a 4th and 3 on your own side of the field. Don't have to worry about that now. The ball's going to be spotted at the Callisburg 42-yard line.
Both teams help out the other with a personal foul on each side of the ball.
I don't know what teams do that are 2 and 8 or 1 and 8. Right to left, handoff up the middle. Griffin's got a big hole. 30, 25, 20, 15. Kiss him goodbye. It is touchdown time in Texas. Andrew Griffin, 41 yards. And the Bulldogs are on the board with 8:02 on the clock in the first. It's senior night, and the senior just busted one.
Great blocking by Clay Marshall and Jacob Howe on that right side. And made that big hole for Andrew to run right up through.
So Howe with the 6-0 lead will not try a PAT with Callie Vick. They're going to go for 2. And Harvey will go under center. Only Griffin in the backfield. 2 slots. It's going to be the option left side. Griffin's got the pitch, trying to get over, and he is going to be close, and he is in. 2-point conversion for Andrew Griffin on 2nd and 3rd. An extra 2, and we'll be right back right after this.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that if he played for Howe, he would need your support. Memberships are $25. Membership benefits, not just high school programs. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Dankenstater.
The last week of Aljundo Dankenstater.
Yeah,
what am I going to do?
I don't know. We'll have to maybe come up with something that can just run periodically.
Hey, just randomly in my car. I'll just turn it on.
There you go.
So here's the Tech Wave kickoff right down the middle. Gets through a Wildcat, but it's going to be picked up at the 20. Far side, looking for a seam. He's got a lot of room to run. Going to be brought down by the kicker, Hunter Cheatham, at the 44-yard line. Still in Wildcat territory, but a nice return there by Dakota Schaefer, the junior.
Yeah, that was a good return, good blocking on the Callisburg side of the ball.
They're going to give him the 45-yard line.
As I can't tell you how important it was for Howe to get that first opponent to score. And so to get a stop and then get a touchdown on their first couple of drives really helped the morale around the sideline.
Yeah, no question. That may be the third straight week of scoring the first points of the game, I believe, with Whitesboro and Pilot Point. And now Callisburg again. There's a gain of about a yard on first down up to the 46-yard line on just a run straight up the middle.
Yeah, he was met hard there at the line of scrimmage by Andrew Griffin.
Second down and 9 coming up for the Bulldogs. Mason Riggs is on the corner over here on the near side. Ty Harvey playing the corner on the far side. Chase Barnett and Hunter Cheatham, the safeties. Handoff right up the middle and brought down immediately. Steve is going to be Moss, and that is Moss getting up off the pile. A yard loss back to the 45, 3rd and 10 coming up.
Well, Winston Moss said no
Moss. It's terrible.
Hey, that's 2 weeks in a row we've got to use that, though.
No Moss.
No Moss.
So 3rd and 10, Callisburg and all white coming back to the line of scrimmage, left to right. 2 receivers and 2 slots and a shotgun formation. Under pressure, nearly brought down, and now having to run for his life. Around the right edge is Sam Lewis, and the ball's on the turf. Howe says they have it, and they do! Ersa Gillespie!
Looked like Mason Riggs may have come up with the ball. The quarterback got out of the grasp by Andrew Griffin, but got that outside edge and was met hard by Mason Riggs.
So recovered fumble. We're going to give it to Mason Riggs. And Howe's going to take the ball with 6:31 on the clock here. Right at midfield from the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield, right to left. Handoff up the middle, Griffin again, plowing over a defender and more. And he'll gain probably 6 yards up to the 45-yard line, but a flag is down.
Looks like
this is a sloppy game.
Justin Crisp made the stop for the Wildcats.
Holding against Howe, and that'll back that one up. A lot of penalties and already 2 turnovers by Callisburg, 2 personal fouls, and this is a very sloppy start with 6:24 left to go here in the first, and they're going to back this one up to the 39. So now 1st and 20 for the Howe Bulldogs. And again, toss right side. This is going to be a big hitter up the middle. Moreau could be gone. 40, drugged down from behind at the 37-yard line. The ball came out at the end, but they're going to say Moreau is down. And Moreau is injured. His left elbow, I'm not sure if he's injured or hurt, but his left elbow he's holding. But the ball came out at the end. Moreau had a huge seam. Looked like he might have been gone, but was drugged down from behind. And Moreau is still down. It was a 1st down run, but we'll have to check and see Mr. Moreau as they're attending to him. Ricky Ake in his 29th year as the trainer for the Bulldogs. out to check on Mr. Moreau. Of course, Zach Hudson standing right there. Let's take a quick timeout. Every time we take a commercial break, the kid pops right back up. Let's do that. We'll be right back.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Welcome back. Moreau gets up and walks off the field.
It's a magic pause button.
It is. It really is.
Commercial button.
It's a 27-yard run by Moreau, and that'll set up 1st and 10. I formation for Howe. Harvey goes under, and he was trying to hit Harvey coming inside of Moss, who is kind of setting a screen. It's not really a screen because that's illegal. But you can, in theory, run a route that looks like a route, and it's not a pick. So it's a pick,
right?
But it's not a pick. 2nd down and 10 coming up. And Harvey will be split out wide to the right, and Mason Riggs split out wide to the near side. Howe moving right to left. Harvey's going to go under center, chase Harvey in an offset I formation. This is going to be a toss to Andrew Griffin, right side, around the edge, trying to find a seam. Shoestring tackled after about a 3-yard gain. 3rd and long coming up from about the 30-yard line. Got a 4-yard gain on the sweep.
That's pretty good crowd tonight.
5:23 on the clock. Here's a handoff to Griffin on the quick hitter left side, and he bangs his way across the 25 to the 23-yard line, close to a 1st down, maybe about a yard short. It's 4th down, but this is well within range to go for it. This is not even worthy of calling Riverboat Gambler. This is automatic. This is like a really penny slot at Choctaw.
This is a routine 4th down for Coach Hudson.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 25-yard line.
Brandon Hudson made the stop catch just a second ago.
And Harvey likes to keep it in this area, and he's going to toss to Griffin. Fighting, still churning, going to be close. I'm not sure he got it.
I don't think he got it. He gave a second effort there after the first initial hit, but I think they stopped him short, guys.
Yeah, that's going to be, it looks as if a turnover on downs, and it is. The officials do signal the other way. You know, you've seen Harvey pick that up a lot, just going right over the left tackle. Instead, they turned around, tossed it, and Griffin had to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like he may have tripped up just a little there on that handoff. I don't know if he got his feet tangled with somebody's or.
So 4:29 on the 1st quarter clock. Howe leading 8-0. And Callisburg now has it from their own 21. Here's a pass that's going to be caught, and that's going to be another 1st down.
Winston Moss made the stop for the Bulldogs.
So the ball now spotted after the 1st down catch. Ooh, it's close to a 1st down. They're going to spot the ball at the 35. So left to right goes Callisburg. Split out wide to the near side is going to be Preston Portesti. Is that right? Portesti. This is going to be almost intercepted. The pass was thrown out to Harvey again, and this time Harvey almost came up with it. And he had to go down to make the catch, but it falls incomplete as he trapped it and then rolled, and the ball stayed where it was when he rolled. And it's incomplete, 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, that pesky blade of grass over there.
So from their own 35-yard line, you know, Lewis has already thrown an interception to Ty Harvey. That would have been his 2nd. but instead it's 2nd down and 10. 3:55 on the first quarter clock. Lewis is going to hand off to the motion man coming across, and he's in trouble. Winston Moss have a game. A big loss around the right edge, and now a late flag comes in again.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on the Bulldogs or if it was on Callisburg, because we had two different guys go down about the same time.
So it's going to be a personal foul against Howe. Boy, when you make a great play, you have to stop. You just can't keep going. I understand it's your last game, and I understand you're pumped. You got to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a big loss, and for the second time, Howe had trapped Callisburg deep in a long situation. Now here they are with another first down. 44-yard line. Lewis rolls out right, wants to throw. Down the right side, it's going to be caught at the 50, makes a move, and is finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Another first down, and it was caught by the receiver, Eli Parker.
Chase Barnett in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
So Howe now has given Callisburg territory over on their side of the field at the 45. Howe needs a big stop here. This is about where Harvey picked it off on the first possession. And now they go trips to the left. 3 receivers on the far side. 1 over here on the near side. It's going to be a handoff left side. In trouble again. Behind the line of scrimmage and brought down. No flag after a 7-yard loss.
Looks like there may be one on the 45.
Oh, great.
Yeah, right there, about the 45.
Personal foul, face mask against Howe.
Wow.
Personal foul, face mask called against the Bulldogs.
I have no words.
I guess the kids are going to have to adjust to this. They got to know that the officials are going to be calling this pretty tight, and you just got to be a lot more disciplined with your hands when you make those tackles.
So now this puts the ball all the way to the 30 in Howe territory after the personal foul. 3 personal fouls against Howe. In the gun, Lewis rolls out left side. In trouble again. There's Moss again. Sacked again. Ball's on the turf. Howe had a great chance to recover it, but coming up with the football, I believe, is Callisburg, or did they?
Devin Porter come up with it, but I think they're going to say he was down.
They're calling him down, guys.
All right, so a big loss back to the 44-yard line, a 14-yard loss on the sack. And I'm telling you what, when they drop back to pass, they are not picking up the defensive ends.
No, Moss
is coming untouched. Like a heat-sinking missile on every play they drop back. 2nd down and 25 for Callisburg, who keeps moving backwards, and now they move backwards again as they jump off sides. The 2 receivers on the 30 with the ball near midfield.
I'm not real sure this side judge and this back judge are throwing the flags at each other.
You know, hey, I think they might be getting commission tonight.
They may be.
You get a flat fee of $50, and it's $5 a flag.
Yeah, there was 2 of them come out on that one.
They're getting a good shoulder workout for sure. Good arm workout here from throwing these flags.
You know, we had that last year.
Yeah.
Was it earlier this year? No, it was last year. We had a lot of flags in the game.
Yeah, 3rd and 30 here. Callisburg drops straight back, looks to set up the middle screen, and it's going to be one hopped and incomplete. Trying to hit the receiver, Brandon Hudson, and that'll bring up now a 3rd and 30. You know, and Howe's got to be frustrated with all these personal foul penalties, but Callisburg's got to be really frustrated as well as not picking up any blocks around the edge and losing big yardage.
Right, pass was broken up by Mason Riggs. And again, Winston Moss was in pursuit.
So here we go with 3rd and 30 with 2 receivers on each side. Lewis will gets it. Now he's under pressure by Andrew Griffin, throws it away, and it's almost caught out of bounds by Elvington.
Elvington, he missed it. The official went to his back to keep him getting hit in the face.
So 4th and 30, and it'll be punt time for Callisburg as you have to give the pick drop to Elvington there on the sideline.
So I take it Elvington wasn't a receiver in school? Boy, he dropped that one.
4th and 30. And back in punt position is going to be Luis Vasquez, and he'll punt it right out of bounds, and Elvington has no chance to catch that one. Down the field, a short punt, and it looks like Howe's going to be able to take the ball somewhere near their own 30-yard line, and I believe that's where they'll spot it, at the 30. So 1:42 left on the first quarter clock. Howe's going to have it at their own 30, moving right to left. And hopefully for the Bulldogs, there won't be any penalties here, any fumbles or anything like that. If Bulldogs, when they are not beating themselves, have been driving right down the field. And they'll send 2 receivers near side, which is Dylan Moreau back in the game. That's good to see. And Mason Riggs near side. This will be a handoff. Griffin straight up the middle, jumps over the defensive lineman, but only gets about 2 yards up to the 32.
Looks like Preston Duke tripped him up.
Justin, I'd be interested to know how Coach Hudson is handling all these penalties.
Believe it or not, I think he's just trying to stay focused and still coach the team and try not to get mixed up with all the penalties.
2nd down and 8. We're nearing the end of the first quarter, 1:10, and it is rolling. 2nd down and long here. Harvey wants to throw right side, caught by Harvey, close to a first down, and it is caught at the 38-yard line. Harvey to Harvey on the quick end.
Callisburg receiver defense is hollering he didn't catch the ball, but I think it's to no avail.
So they'll say it's incomplete. They talked their way out of it. How did the line judge on this side overrule the guy who was right there?
I'm not real sure.
So they'll say it's incomplete, which will bring it back to the 2-yard line, which makes it 3rd and 8. They fake it that way, setting up the middle screen. And Chase Harvey's under pressure and brought down for a huge loss back to the 21-yard line. Setting up that middle screen, he kept kind of floating back and floating back and floating back, and finally they floated to him.
Right. Justin Crisp made the stop.
A 9-yard loss. And now Hunter Cheatham will stand back. Inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line is where he'll stand. Parker Blunt checks into the game. 9 seconds on the game clock, on the first quarter clock. Cheatham got a long kick, going to bounce at the 45 on the near side. Take a good roll to the 50. It's going to be dead right there, right at midfield. That's the end of the first quarter. Howe is on top, 8-0, just like a week ago. We'll be back right after this.
Alexa, turn to HGTV.
Tune into HGTV on Dish. This is Fixer Upper.
It may be a gadget, but it sure is fun. You can change channels and search movie titles easier than ever with Alexa. The best part? It's free from Cavender Home Theater. Alexa, why wouldn't everybody have Dish from Cavender's?
I don't know that one.
Don't be left out. Call Cavender Home Theater today or go to CavenderTV.com.
A word from Douglas Propane.
Working at Douglas, you are a member of the family. You do get to see Brad and Diane and the members of the family. We've just entered into our 3rd generation of the family. Whitney has joined as credit manager. You're in there with the family, and they treat you as such. We appreciate customer base in Howe and surrounding communities, and Go Bulldogs. Have a great year.
Welcome back. 1st and 10, right to left. As Callisburg will start the very first play of the second quarter here. In all white with maroon trim. 1st and 10. And Lewis hands off right up the middle, sneaking through and getting a few yards up the middle is Justin Crisp for about maybe 5 to the 45-yard line. They'll call it at the 44. Now they're going to give it 45 now.
Chase Harvey made for the Bulldogs. Sorry, that was J.C. Heppenstall.
So 2nd down and 5 coming up for Callisburg, trying to get on the board for their first time tonight. Again, it's senior night at Bulldog Stadium. And this will be a handoff over left tackle. And not doing a whole lot there, maybe even, well, maybe a yard on the play up to about the 43.
Dyson Dillard made the stop for the Bulldogs.
So that brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. And this is a very important play. And typically what happens here is a big sack, a loss of about 7 or 8, and then a personal foul to give them a first down. Hopefully not. 3rd and 3 coming up. Right to left in all white. Callisburg shotgun formation. Looks to throw across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Bumping and grinding going on with Mason Riggs, but he was going for the ball. Also going for the ball was Eli Parker, and a great job of coverage there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The quarterback had a face full of Clay Marshall. Having to rush to get that pass off.
It looks as if they are bringing a lot of new guys in, and it looks like they may be punting it. As Lewis drops back just a little bit further than normal in the shotgun. Low snap, digs it up. He wants to throw the football across the middle. It's intercepted! Brought down by J.C. Helpenstell. And Ersa Gleski meets him at the 34-yard line.
J.C. Helpenstell.
Yeah, I kind of figured that might have been what was fixing to happen.
Bulldog ball.
You know, it works almost like a punt. Not that far of a punt, but on 4th down, it's okay if you give up an interception there. And Howe will start at their own 34-yard line. 10:28 on the clock here in the second quarter. And this is going to be a toss to Dylan Moreau, left side. That's going to be a loss of about 1 on the carry. 2nd down and 11 coming up.
Dylan Morrow, number 12, the ball carrier.
They just tossed it quickly. Tossed it quickly to Moreau. But 2nd down and 11, and we've got a 14-0 Whitesboro over Pottsboro score. How about that?
How about that one?
Well, the Pottsboro Cardinals just keep getting worse every week. I'm not sure what's going on over there. There's a handoff up the middle. Griffin escapes one defender and is finally brought down hard at the 41-yard line. There was a helmet-to-helmet collision there. They'll back it up to the 40, and a 3rd and 5 coming up.
Justin Crisp made contact. You can't really say. I wouldn't say he might have just knocked him down. He didn't tackle him. I think he got the worst end of that punch.
7 yards on the carry for Griffin, and it'll be 35. Harvey split out wide of the near with coverage way off of him. Handoff Griffin, left tackle, up the middle, first down and more. He's got the midfield. He's got the 40. He's got the 30. Being chased down on the far side. Flung out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Brandon Hudson running out of bounds.
For the Bulldogs, first down. Number 1.
Yeah, they'll spot it at the 25. So another big run there by Griffin.
And our spotter, Stephen Braswell, said no flags.
No flags. A 35-yard run by Andrew Griffin. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Harvey will go under center. Offset I. Elston Lee fell down and tackled for a big loss back at the 34-yard line.
Justin Crisp led the defensive pack that brought him to the ground.
They'll spot it at the 30, a good spot. Say that they stopped forward progress after only a 5-yard loss, but Austin Lee, right out of the chutes, just slipped and fell down. Therefore, Harvey had no one to give it to, and he just kind of, when he didn't hand it off, he was swallowed up by that defensive front. So here comes the Bulldogs on second down and about 15. Offset eye, and Harvey wants to throw, looking right, down the field, looking line into the end zone, as I believe that is Eli Parker on the interception. But they'll spot him at the 1, I believe, or maybe the 2. Justin, you got a pretty good look at that. Where's the ball spotted?
Looks at about like the maybe the 3, maybe 4-yard line, about 4-yard line.
Chase Harvey's 7th interception of the year. And Callisburg will now take over from their own 3.
Yeah, if there's any silver lining in that turnover, Callisburg hadn't been able to move the ball very well, and they're deep in their own territory now. So
8:19 on the clock. Callisburg will try to get it out of that end zone area from the 3-yard line. And now Lewis will go under center. And a quick toss to the right side, and a lot of room to that right side. Gets a good block, and he's got about 12, maybe 13 yards on first down, and that will get you out of the shadow of the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like Dylan Moreau was may have been tackled trying to make a stop. He was tackled. Mason Riggs ended up breaking.
I believe that was Crisp on the carry there around the right edge. He'll check out of the game. 2 men in the backfield. Lewis now will go under center again. They'll run the same play near side. And coming and slung down by J.C. Helpenstell after maybe about a yard loss there. So it worked around the right side, did not work so much around the left side. And I tell you what, Helpenstell, if there's a bright spot in the future, that young man is a big spot.
Yes, he is.
So second down and 11. Lewis under center, 2 men in the backfield. They're going to fake the hand, and he's going to be swarmed and swallowed inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Cameron Blesseye in on the stop.
And here goes Callisburg backwards again. Third down and 13 coming up. Clock is rolling, 6:52 left to go before the half. Again, remind you about TechWave. They're a kickoff sponsor and have been all year. If you need internet service in the Howe area, look no further than TechWave. There's a low snap dug out by Lewis, coming near side, rolling, being chased down, throws it, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit his receiver coming across over here, and trying to hit Hudson, and he almost ran into Hudson on the near side. Incomplete, 4th down and 13 coming up, punt time for the Wildcats.
Ty Harvey broke that play up.
So Andrew Griffin now will drop back near the 50-yard line to return this one. Vasquez to punt it away. It's a high, wobbly kick. Griffin's going to let it roll. It bounces about 7 yards in front of him and killed right there at the Callisburg 43-yard line. So like no damage done there on the interception.
Preston Portisi downed that ball.
6:23 on the second quarter clock. 1st and 10 for Howe. In good field position inside Callisburg territory at the 43-yard line. On the far side, way up at the top. Offset I formation as Harvey's going to hand off to Griffin up the middle again, and he banks through for nearly 10 yards, and it might be 10 yards. Griffin is running rampant tonight up the middle, and those trap blocks are working great tonight. 9 yards.
Walquez Donata in on the stop.
21-0 Whitesboro over Pottsboro now.
Yeah, Pottsboro, for some reason, they're just struggling.
And that could mean that Van Alstyne Panthers would be your district champions. Harvey on 3rd and 1 is going to keep it himself, and he's going to get the first down pretty easily up to about the 32-yard line.
Looks like Van Alstyne on top of Pilot Point, 8-3.
Yeah, that one early, 8-3. And now they're going to give him the first down. They'll go ahead and spot it and move it.
You know, I've been watching Clay Marshall and Preston Duke. They seem to not be getting along tonight very well. That's on that little matchup.
Howe taking a lot of time here getting the play call in. Play clock is at 6, now 5. They snap it, hand off Griffin up the middle, and he'll churn for 9 more. And I'll tell you what, at this point, it's just hand off to Griffin. You know, every first down, hand off to Griffin.
Yeah.
Up the middle, you get about 8 yards, 9 yards. This one they're going to spot at the 25, so that one is 7 yards.
Cameron Crisp made a stop for Callisburg. Yeah, I think Clay's getting the best of that middle linebacker, and he's not liking it very much.
Offset I formation, Harvey is going to hand off to Griffin, coming back on the misdirection from one side to the other, and it looks like enough for a first down. If not, it's going to be very close at the 22-yard line. Good for 3 yards, needed 3, but it looks like it's going to be just a little bit short of the first.
Preston Duke made the stop.
So Harvey's going to have to sneak it again, apparently. This is 2-down territory, unless you pass it and get sacked. But yes, this is 2-down territory.
Going to have.
And with 4:39 on the clock here in the second, Coach Hudson's going to call for a measurement. So and it's all the way on the near side, so the chains have to come all the way across the field.
Just out
the call. Justin says first down. What is it? What is it? It's going to be close. Boy, they're looking at it.
I think it's going to be short. And I mean, when I say about a half inch,
they're making sure the chain's not drawn tight.
I mean, it is real short.
Well, it's less than that, Mr. Tidwell. The
3rd millimeter.
They turned the referee looked at the press box with both hands right together. So they're going to mark the ball now.
It's literally about 2 chain links.
2 chain links. Our spotter or our sideline guy says 2 chain links. What do you call here?
I let Harvey keep it, and I let Andrew push.
I think that's a good call. Regardless, it's only 3rd down, so unless something disastrous happens, you'll have another shot to do it again. So here come the Bulldogs. And Harvey is going to hand off. Griffin, right side, chugging forward. Got it. I think he's got it. Justin?
He got it.
He got it.
No problem.
First down. They'll spot it close to the 20-yard line.
Great block by Dowd and Jaron Ing to give him what he needed to get that first down.
They were trying down earlier, but they went left tackle or left guard earlier. They went right guard here. So 1st and 10. Bulldogs close to punching it in right here. And here's Griffin around the left edge. Makes one man miss. Going to be drugged down after about a 5 or maybe a 4-yard gain up to the 16-yard line. And Howe smells the end zone inside the red zone right here. Howe has not been great at scoring points inside the red zone, however. They've been pretty good at getting to the red zone, not good at following through with it, but they have been getting better as the weeks have gone by. And we'll see what happens here as they are clearly in the red zone right here at 16-yard line. 2nd down and 6 as Heimel is moving all over the place. Winston Moss is telling him where to go, and now a timeout's been called. Coach Hudson is not happy about that. There was 3 seconds on the play clock. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. Set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, I can't get enough. Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is.
Hey, this is.
Hey, this is. Second down and 6.
I think you timed that just right every time.
Yeah, almost. Heimel goes in motion, and they'll give it to Griffin up the middle, and he'll surge for about 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, setting up a third and very short again. And that's what Howe do.
Preston Duke made the stop for Callisburg.
That was such the way of the slot T that we saw for the past 3 years is 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 25 yards. Setting up third and shorts, fourth and shorts. It's going to be a handoff. Mikey Heimel left side. He's got the 5. He's going to be close. But they will spot him right there at about the 5-yard line. Heimel has some quickness around that edge. He runs a little tackle trap very well. And now Howe has a first and goal at the 5. 2:40 and rolling here before the half. So Howe really needs to punch it in here, extend that lead right before the half. Because they're going to get it first to start the half. And here's Griffin around the right side, diving forward, easy in. It is touchdown time in Texas. Oh!
They're going to say his knee touched.
You know, I never do that. I always wait until the hands go up in the air, but I was so certain on that one. But Griffin apparently just short. So ball now at the 1, second down and goal. And again, Howe taking a lot of time getting the play call in. 2:01 on the clock. We're under 2 minutes now. Howe walking up to the line. 14 seconds on the play clock. And here we go. Harvey under center. He's going to hand off. Griffin dives over the top. And he is in. It is touchdown time in Texas. Andrew Griffin, his second score of the night on Senior Night 2017. 1:47 on the clock, and Howe extends the lead 14-0 here in the second quarter.
Andrew says you're not taking it away from me the second time.
1 yard touchdown by Griffin. So he scored from 1, and he scored from 41 tonight. So let's change it over. It's 14-0 and 2-point conversion time. Harvey wants to throw it backside. Heimel makes the catch, but he's not in. It'll be no good, and Howe will maintain their 14-0 lead with 1:47 left to go before the half. We'll be right back right after this.
Monty Walker, nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's big-time chicken fried steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small-town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts.
We surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
We're ready for the Tech Wave kickoff as Howe just scored on a 10-play, 43-yard drive, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown by Andrew Griffin. 1:47 left to go here in the second quarter, and Cheatham will have a kind of an onside kick, squib kick, goes out of bounds. And Callisburg's going to have great field position with not much time to work with, 1:47 to be exact. And they'll spot the ball at about the 44-yard line, just shy of midfield.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Hudson was very happy with that call there.
And now they move it on the other side to the 49-yard line.
He's pulling out all the stops here tonight, going for two, kicking onside kicks. Nothing to lose there gets here tonight.
Nothing to lose at all. You're exactly right. 1st and 10. And this is going to be a new quarterback into the game. He's trapped behind the line of scrimmage, Andrew Griffin. Loss on the play of about 4 yards. Into the game at quarterback for Callisburg is Cameron Crisp, the sophomore, 5'10", 170-pounder. And Griffin brought him down right around that right side of the offensive line. 1:26 and rolling here before the half.
I'm going to assume that Cameron Crisp is maybe his brother Justin Crisp, but he missed his block and he knew it. Andrew made the stop.
2nd down and 14 coming up for the Wildcats. And this will be a keeper around the left edge, and JC helping still. He's right there to bring him down for another loss. And here goes Callisburg backwards again. Parker Blunt will check in for Dyson Dillard and Devin Porter. Make sure you got 11 out there, Stephen Braswell. I got 11. All right. I saw one come in and two come out. 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 16 for the Wildcats as they're just letting the clock roll. I'm surprised Howe didn't take some timeouts there. 28 seconds. And on the roll, wanting to throw it deep down the field. And it's going to be intercepted and dropped. Hunter Cheatham had it at the 23-yard line, but it fell out of his hands as he was going to the ground. There's 20 seconds left to go before the half, and Callisburg's going to have to punt it back to Howe, kind of hoping right there that they might intercept it. To be honest with you, that would pin Howe way back there. We'll see. 4th down and 16. Callisburg going to be punting to the north towards the flagpole. It's a spiraling kick. Going to get a good bounce here. It's going to go along the right edge and go out of bounds. Right about the same spot Hunter Cheatham dropped the interception. So about a net on that. Only thing it cost the Bulldogs is about 9 seconds. So a punt there. Boy, they went backwards.
With 11 seconds remaining in the first half.
11 seconds left to go before the half. Howe has it at their own 27-yard line. And this is going to be a keeper up the middle. Harvey is going to fight forward for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As Harvey never quit churning his feet. That one's probably going to be a first down or very close, but it doesn't matter. As there's 2 seconds on the clock, they're going to move the chains, and that's going to kill the clock. No timeouts were called at all right there on those possessions. Howe's content with a 14-0 lead going into the half. And a pretty good half. It was sloppy. But all in all, in 2017, I think you'll take a 14-0 lead.
Right.
At the half. I'll tell you, Pottsboro trailing 28-0.
Yeah.
Whitesboro. We are at the half. The band is about to play, and we'll let you listen to all that in its entirety. But before that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more Howe Bulldog football on HoweEnterprise.com.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Camlero, but I can tell you that he played for Howe. Your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Nakenstater.
Welcome back as the cheerleaders are performing on the field. And Michael, let's recap this one real quick before the Callisburg band gets out there. Callisburg won the coin toss. They elected to receive. They took the ball at their own 31-yard line, went down the field all the way inside Howe territory at the 40, and then Lewis, their quarterback, threw an interception to Ty Harvey, and that gave Howe their first possession at their own 36-yard line with 9:41 left to go in the first quarter. 4 plays and 64 yards later, Andrew Griffin ripped off a 41-yard run for his first touchdown of the night. He also got in on a 2-point conversion to give Howe an 8-0 lead with 8:02 left to go in the first quarter. Callisburg then took the ball on their second possession with 8:02 on the clock. And 3 plays later, Mason Riggs recovered a fumble on the near side, which gave Howe their next possession with 6:31 on the clock. Howe got it at the 39, drove down the field, but turned it over on downs on a 4th down play. Callisburg took the ball. They drove all the way down the field and had to punt after about a 9-play drive. Howe took it to end the first quarter with 1:42 left and then punted on their possession. Callisburg started the second quarter with the first play of the second quarter and went 4 plays and threw another interception. And the interception on that one was the second interception of the night.
What was the second?
I'm not registering that. Stephen Braswell, who caught the second interception for Howe tonight? All right. we're all drawing a blank. What?
Justin.
Helpenstell. Was it not? Was it Helpenstell?
Yes, it was. JC.
Okay, so I'm going to mark that in my book. JC Helpenstell on the interception. Gave Howe the ball back, but they threw an interception to Eli Parker at the 1-yard line, or 3-yard line rather. Callisburg had to punt again. Howe took the ball at their own 43, or at the Callisburg 43-yard line, drove 10 plays, 43 yards, and Andrew Griffin went over for the second time tonight, this time from the 1. And Howe up their lead 14-0, was unsuccessful on the PAT and led 14 to 147 left to go before the half. Callisburg had to punt back to Howe, who just ran one 10-yard run and ran out the half, and here we are. And we're ready for the Callisburg Wildcat Band to start their performance, and we will let you listen to it in its entirety. Enjoy.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yo.
I think Callisburg may have to punt here on their band. Oh, here they go. Here we go. We'll let you listen to it.
My dearest, tomorrow's the day. We received orders that we'll be the next group to go out and fight. This enemy is very strong and resilient, so I'm not sure what will happen. Whatever the outcome, know that I love you and the kids with all my heart. And if I don't make it back, tell everybody back home I love them. And it was my honor to fight to defend their freedom. With all my love.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the pride of Callisburg, your Wildcat Band. Also from Callisburg fans, your Lady Wildcats volleyball are advancing to the regional finals tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the north end of the field. Direct from the finals at the Texas State Marching Contest. Dr. Ted Abbott and Teppy, the Wonder Lizard, present the Pride of Howe Marching Band. With your band officers, our President, Taylor Doty, Vice President, Guard Captain Taylor Thurman, and Drum Major Kendall Keshin. Each week, the band officers and directors recognize 2 students for their outstanding efforts. This week's Rookie of the Week is Alexia Roth-Womack, and this week's Bandsman of the Week is Robert Rude. Section of the Week is the Brass Clarinet Section. The band members would like to thank our administration, faculty, and most of all our parents and band boosters for their unwavering support of our program year in, year out. We would also like to thank our seniors, Madmo, Shelby, Natalie, Greg, Robert, and Dustin. We couldn't have done it without you, and most of all, we wouldn't have wanted to. We miss you and the part you played in the stained glass that is the pride of Howe. Tonight, the band will perform their state finals UIL contest show, Stained Glass. Guard soloists are Taylor Thurman, Grace Jones, and Natalie Sloan. Instrumental soloists are Greg Snyder, Michaela Doty, Jordy Griffin, Dawson Mitchell, and Josiah Ordana. Drum major Dingle catching. Is your band ready?
And that is your 9th in state. Pride of Howe marching band for the last time here at Bulldog Stadium, and the last time for those seniors. Michael Mosier, you've got one down there.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
We
man.
said no crying tonight.
It's hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know what it's going to be like in about 6 years.
Yeah, you will.
I will not. I will not make it through that night.
No, it's pretty hard. But
Yeah.
you know, while we're here, and Michelle Armstrong standing back here behind us, without the support of Michelle and Rebecca Van Deeren and Carolyn Cherry and the band boosters, man, they would have not accomplished. You know, they needed all this support and all this help, and these guys did a great job of supporting the kids, and it was awesome.
The cheerleaders are on the field. The band is playing the fight song, and the Bulldogs have not yet made it out of the tunnel. We've still got some time to go. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll be closer to the second half here at Bulldog Stadium. Last game of 2017, trying to turn on that victory light for the first time this season. I've got a feeling.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot, serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne, the post office, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Cavender Home Theater has the latest from Dish. New customers get free movies and HBO for a year. Get the multi-sports pack with NFL Red Zone free and the Amazon Alexa free. Existing customers can get the Alexa free too. Just refer a friend to Cavender Home Theater and we'll make sure you get one. Our Hopper 3 has 16 tuners, picture-in-picture with 4 screens, 2 terabyte hard drive, and voice control with Alexa. Cable can't do that. DirecTV can't do that. Come by our showroom or visit CavenderTV.com today.
A word from Douglas Propane.
We had received a call from Cable One back when Howe had the tornado come through. Their tower site back on the hill runs a propane backup generator. You know, my service staff got the call late in the afternoon. We tried to get up there and get the gas to it. The ground was too soft for our bobtail to get back there, so we put it in four-wheel drive, and we actually took 100-pound cylinders and transferred them into the larger tank to get them through until we could get the larger truck back there.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic game for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Games only.
Where you food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's big-time chicken fried steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small-town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome back. It's halftime as Pam Kirby walks by. Another great performance by the cheerleaders at the half. And the Bulldogs are in the end zone, north end zone, doing their stretching right by their tunnel as they'll run through it for the final time in 2017. And some of the seniors, or for all the seniors, it will be the final time to ever run through that thing. Boy, Chase Harvey's warming up down here with Leighton Elvington, and Harvey, boy, he can really sling it.
Yeah,
He's got a cannon.
He can. Hey, we got a minute. You need a good laugh. Sunday, this past Sunday, our pastor at the church read the last book of Romans that has all the names in it, and he apologized ahead of time with a disclaimer that he would never get them right. I raised my hand in the back and said, "Hey, I'll help you if you need some help." He said, "No, you just sit right there. I got it."
Yeah.
I told him, I said, "Man, I don't screw up any names. I get them all right." He said, "No, I think I'm good. Let me just give my disclaimer and we'll go on about our business."
Well, kind of weird this year, this final game to not have you do the starting lineup.
Yeah, I know. It was. But
trust me, I took the torch and I stumbled through them as well.
Hey, there's nothing wrong.
It's harder than it looks.
It is. It's harder than it looks, especially when there's a couple of them on here I hope I don't have to pronounce, but I got one of them right, I think, anyway.
Hey, Justin White, anything changed down there since you last left?
Not much, guys. One thing I was going to note here, just aside from football, I think it's just get ready to feel old. Along the fence line here, they have banners up along the fence line here, and they got back to the 90s, kind of like a Back to the Future theme. Only 90s kids will remember. And I did some little investigation during the pep rally. They had kind of I won't say a tribute, but just like a theme of Back to the 90s. This graduating class in 2018 will be the last of born in the 90s. So those who graduated in 2018 were all born in either 99 or 2000. So if that don't make you feel old.
That is the worst sideline report I have ever heard.
Where are you at? Let me find something to throw. Dude, that makes me old.
I graduated in 92.
There's no players on the field.
Here come your Bulldogs.
There's no players on the field, so I figured I'd give that report a bit of a age status here.
Now let me go apply for my AARP magazine.
Hey, I got one of them little flyers. I got one of them little flyers in the mail myself the other day.
How do I mute his mic now?
But they got the posters. What's funny is the posters are like themes to like TV shows back in the 90s, like Nickelodeon, Back to the Future, Wipeout. So different shows that were on in the 90s.
Yeah, but Back to the Future was 1980s.
Well, there was a 90s one in the made the Back to the Future 2, I think.
Was
or 3.
there?
I think one of them was. Two of them was.
The last one wasn't very good. Unless you're an Old West fan.
I wonder if the Senator's going to run this year. Look at him. He's shaved and everything. Got
Robbie
a haircut.
Seagroves.
Got a haircut and shaved.
You know, there's not as many people here to shake hands with.
I know. He has to get here quick. And it's kind of cold outside, too.
So both teams have made their way back out on the field. The flag is flying at half-mast throughout the game tonight, as we remember those in South Texas last Sunday afternoon, and just a terrible, outrageous. I don't even have the words. It's just despicable.
It is, and it's been a horrible situation for them.
Well, we'll talk football now as Callisburg comes on the field. We'll kick this one away. Howe's going to start with the football. Julian Diaz. That's a kicker's name right there. We'll kick this one away. Runs to the football. It's going to be a squib kick, onside kick. Howe may have trouble recovering this one, but I believe they were able to get back on it and were. I think Devin Porter may have got it. I'll have to check with Stephen Braswell, but regardless, it's 1st and 10 for Howe, moving left to right, and it was Devin Porter, Braswell tells us. So Howe will start with great field position, just short of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Looked like Justin Crisp come up a little slow on that kickoff.
So here comes the offense. Harvey and an offset eye. And he's going to hand off Griffin. Griffin, first play, he's got quite a bit of room, about 11 yards up to the 40-yard line as Griffin is shot out of a cannon on every play. And a big smile from Daddy down here about midway up here in the home sidelines.
Stop made by number 5, Giannis.
So spotting the ball inside Callisburg territory at the 40-yard line.
You know, I'm gonna miss Andy Griffin. I'm so used to him hollering. You know, our kids have grown up together. It'll be hard for him to. Hopefully, he'll show up and still holler.
Pickup of 12. Here's Griffin again, and he has his right leg chopped out from underneath him, but not before about a 3 or 4 yard gain, close to the 35-yard line at about the 37.
Tripped up by Preston Duke.
Give him 3 yards there. Second down and 7 coming up. Yeah, a lot of these guys have been here for a long time. Andrew Griffin, Andy Griffin, Winston Moss. You know, you've seen them. I have been able to see some of these guys because of youth baseball. And they served on youth baseball boards. And, you know, you get to know some of those guys. Their kids are quite a bit older than ours, but you see them because they volunteer. And here's Harvey wanting to throw, being chased down, just throws it away. A good job of Harvey just slinging it out. He had all kinds of pressure from the backside by Preston Duke, the senior, 5'11", 190. He was coming on a blitz, and Harvey had to just throw it away. Third down and 7 coming up for Howe, and it's probably back to the ground with Griffin right here. You hear the cheerleaders.
Lots of extra cheerleaders tonight. Looks like they're all here.
Pretty good crowd tonight, hoping for that victory line for the first time in 2017. Howe's never been 0-10. Third and 7. Harvey will go under center. Man in motion. Handoff Griffin. Right side. Big hole. First down and more to the 25-yard line.
Great blocking by Clay Marshall. Took Preston Duke completely out of that play.
12 yards on the carry. And a new set of downs for the Bulldogs as Griffin will check out for a moment. Austin Lee will check into the game.
Colby Hammond made the stop. You know, I told you earlier that Preston Duke and Clay had been going toe-to-toe, and Clay took him completely out of that play.
Just a breather here for Griffin. And this will be a handoff to Austin Lee, and he'll bang his way through. And he's moving the pile. And he'll move that pile inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
You know, he's a punishing runner, too. He's not running and punishing as hard as maybe Andrew.
Be back. Austin Lee coming back. He is a junior, so you'll probably see him in that Andrew Griffin role a year from now.
Ethan Sewell made the stop for Callisburg.
That 6-yard carry by Austin Lee will set up the second down and 4. Ty Harvey split out wide to the near side, and this will be a handoff. Lee again, trying to cut it back. Flipped end over end. Rolled over on his helmet and up maybe a yard.
Yeah, he tripped up by Preston Duke, but put there by Clay Marshall.
6th play of the drive, and Andrew Griffin checks back in after the breather. 3rd and about 3 coming up. As Howe's doing a great job of just moving the football tonight. You think, you know, in the first half, Howe's the better football team tonight. I think you can absolutely say that without a question, but you got to finish. You got to get points here in the red zone. 3rd 3. Griffin gets the hand. Left tackle cuts it back to the right. Close to a first down. He may have it. Inside the 15 to the 14-yard line, and they'll move the sticks.
Tripped up again by Preston Duke for the Callisburg Wildcats.
14-yard line after the 4-yard gain by Andrew Griffin. There is 8:40 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. It's not halftime anymore, Michael. It's
Sorry,
the 3rd quarter.
It's the 3rd quarter. Golly, I'm gonna have to set myself an alarm.
1st and 10. It's going to be a toss to Moreau, and he'll move towards the inside. It was a toss left, but he cut it.
The ball carrier.
Very low centered to the ground. He's a short, stocky guy, but he plays about a foot taller than what he is, especially at his linebacker position. Moreau and Griffin and Clay Marshall all were starters as freshmen. You can do that when you're Division II. It's going to be kind of hard to do that as Howe goes forward in Division I. Here's a handoff up the middle, and Griffin and Harvey kind of run into each other for a moment, and that they may get back to the line of scrimmage and possibly.
Looks like Preston
spotted at the 9-yard line. This is the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 5. Bulldogs need a big play here. And again, 2-down territory without question unless something happens. 2 men in the backfield, Griffin and Heimel, and a timeout's been called by Howe. And we will take 1-2. We'll be right back right after this.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Mike inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that if he played for Howe, he would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Bankenstater.
Welcome back. As we now have, again, offset eye, 3rd down and 5. Harvey under center. Man in motion is Heimel. Handoff Griffin trying to find the outside. Trying to get outside and cut the corner. Can't do it. He's going to lose a yard. Trying to go from one hash all the way to the other sideline. Couldn't cut it up. Couldn't outrun the defensive cornerback over there in the defensive end, and they'll lose a yard. It'll be 4th and about 7 for Howe.
Preston Duke made the stop, but not after Andrew lowered his head on Garrett Thurman, who is now checking out of the game. Again, we talk about how tough Andrew Griffin is and how hard he runs. Mr.
7. Howe comes to the line of scrimmage quickly. Going to go for it here. Looking right side, throwing right side. Caught. Harvey in the end zone. It's touchdown time in Texas. A quick hitter, quick slant to the inside. Harvey to Harvey. And Howe extends the lead 20-0 with 6:17 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Great passing catch from Harvey to Harvey.
And now Callie Vick on for the PAT. Harvey puts it on the tee. The kick is through the left right's hand. Good. Callie Vick helps push the Howe lead to 21-0 with 6:17 on the 3rd quarter clock. We'll be back right after this.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne. The post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot, serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Cavender Home Theater has the latest from Dish. New customers get free movies and HBO for a year. Get the multi-sports pack with NFL Red Zone free and the Amazon Alexa free. Existing customers can get the Alexa free too. Just refer a friend. Cavender Home Steam Tuners, picture-in-picture with 4 screens, 2 terabyte hard drive, and voice control with Alexa. Cable can't do that. DirecTV can't do that. Come by our showroom or visit CavenderTV.com today.
Welcome back. We're ready for the Tech Wave kickoff after that 10-play, 52-yard drive that took about 5 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. Capped off by a 10-yard touchdown pass from Chase Harvey to nothing here in the third quarter. 6:17 on the clock right now, and your Tech Wave kickoff is in the air. It's actually on the ground. It's a squibber. Going to be taken on the near hash by the Callisburg defender, which was Seth Balcom, a sophomore, 6'1", 190. And the Bulldogs will now try to stop Callisburg, who's going to be moving right to left for the first time in the second half. What a takes half of the third quarter away, and now Callisburg starts going right to left from their own 42.
Yeah, Monty, well, looks like we'll have to keep an eye on Callisburg's side. They called Ricky Ake to their side to check on one of their players. We'll have to keep an eye on that situation.
Lewis in the pistol will send a man in motion. That's Hudson, and he's going to get the carry, going all the way to the right side. Halfback pass on the backside. It's going to be caught, spun over and caught by the receiver, Eli Parker. Chase Barnett was in coverage, but Parker just went up, grabbed it, and a nice play there for Callisburg on first down will bring the ball over on the house side at the 33-yard line.
That looks like Monty, he is checking with Justin Crisp for Callisburg.
19-yard pickup for Callisburg. And Lewis in the gun has the ball go through his legs, dropping back under pressure, in trouble, escapes two defenders and finally brought down by Andrew Griffin. And again, that's not Lewis, the quarterback, it's Cameron Crisp, and that's a big loss for the Wildcats all the way back to the 46-yard line. A loss of about 12. 13, call it.
Lewis Vasquez made the stop.
So you have to wonder about Lewis, who's not in the game.
Sorry about that. That was Andrew Griffin.
So split out wide to the right is going to be Portesi, and this is going to be a toss to the right side. That's Parker trying to find that edge. He's quick, flagged down, and he's down after about a 4-yard loss to midfield. Andrew Griffin and others were right there.
Mason Riggs is well in on the stop.
4-yard loss, but let's check the very long. And Coach Hudson may decline this. We'll see. It's a hold. It's against Callisburg. It's been declined, so it'll be third down from the 50-yard line, which sets up, what, 3rd and 30 again? Is that the second time we've seen 3rd and 30 out of Callisburg tonight? Crisp will bring them to the line of scrimmage as the clock rolls here. 4:58 in the third quarter. Howe leading 21-0, trying to get on that victory light downtown for the first time this year. Crisp rolls out near side, wanting to throw, chased down by Helpenstell. He's able to get the pass away, and it's going to be caught on the house side 42-yard line by Garrett Thurman, a senior, 5'9", 145. A nice catch and a great sprint out pass by Crisp. But it'll be fourth down and a truckload to go. Punt time. But Callisburg got to try to fight and get back into this game, but they're going to punt it away here. It appears to be Luis Vasquez to punt this one away. Andrew Griffin will stand inside his 10-yard line. It's a high, wobbly kick. Going to probably bounce at around the 22-yard line, and it does. Goes straight up in the air and straight back down, and it'll be killed at the 19-yard line, and that's where Howe will start their second possession here in the second half. There is 3:57 on the clock. What's this mood like down there, Mr. Justin White?
Pretty positive right now. Just kind of, I guess, business as usual. Almost as if they expected to be able to win this game, able to compete with this team. It's kind of almost like they expected this.
To be first down and 10, moving left to right from their own 19-yard line. Everybody tight. This is going to be a handoff up the middle to Andrew Griffin, and he'll get about 3 yards. Crosses the 20 to about the 21-yard line.
Short gain on the play.
Maybe a couple yards.
Jaquez Donata? Okay, that's what we're going to call him anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure.
Whoa.
How'd you pronounce that one, Justin?
Which one was it?
Number 5. Joaquez Donata.
I emphasized the J, Jaquez.
Jaquez.
It may be Joaquez.
Second down and 8 coming up. Regardless of the name, Heimel goes in motion, handoff near side. Griffin cuts one defender, but he falls down in the process. But he will gain about 3 yards up to the 25-yard line. Maybe 4 yards on the carry. And it's going to be a third and a long 3. And again, Harvey, he's talking to Coach Hudson on the near side. You know he's probably saying, hey, quick hitter. Just like a moment ago. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. And now Moss comes over with him, so I doubt that's the play. So twins to the near side, to the offensive right side. This is going to be a handoff. Griffin up the middle. He's not going to have the first down. And a matter of fact, he's going to be maybe 2 yards short. They'll spot the ball somewhere around the 26-yard line, and Howe's going to have to punt. Really need a good punt here out of Cheatham. This is not the time for a shanker. There is 2 minutes and 9 seconds and rolling here in the third quarter. Cheatham has it, a good snap and a pretty good punt. High wobbly kick. Parker's going to take it and drop it, and Mason Riggs knocks it out of bounds with his helmet. He was coming like a heat-sinking missile, but he hit the ball with his head and it goes out of bounds. A nice job by Riggs just to be there, but he was not able to keep the ball in bounds. And now Callisburg will take over inside their own 40 at the 38-yard line. 1:58 on the clock here in the third. Right to left, Callisburg goes here in the huddle, awaiting the play. They're in a traditional huddle where there's 5 in front, 5 behind, and now the quarterback will come in. And again, this is going to be Lewis coming back into the game at quarterback. And he'll go into the pistol with one man standing right beside him. 2 receivers on either side, 2 slots and 2 wides. This is going to be off to the right side, and a great play up the middle. Cameron Blessock was right there to make the stop on the ball carrier, which was Dakota Schaefer, 5'10", 150-pound running back. Got the hand across the pistol, and he was met immediately and brought down for a 4-yard loss. And I'll tell you what, the Bulldogs have done a great job of making Callisburg go backwards all night long.
Yes, they have.
So the ball now at the 35-yard line. 3-yard loss. Lewis, pass, right side, caught outside. That's Hudson, I believe, and he's going to be driven out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. Shy of the 40 at about the 38-yard line.
Run out of bounds by Mason Riggs.
So now it'll be 3rd and 10 on the -3 on first down and the +3 on second down. Gets you back to 3rd and 10. We're nearing the fourth quarter. The out-of-bounds play, now they say it's rolling at 50. So 3rd and 10, man in motion is Hudson. Running near side is Lewis, throwing it across the middle, and that's very dangerous. It's incomplete. It looked like Helpenstiel had a chance to pick it off again, but that'll bring up 4th and 10 again for the Callisburg Wildcats, and they'll punt it one more time. Back to the Howe Bulldogs with 40 seconds on the clock until the fourth quarter.
But a lot of pressure by the backside, Chase Barnett.
4th and 10. Vasquez back to punt. Griffin will stand inside his 30 at about the 28-yard line on the north side of the field. It's a high wobbly kick. Griffin's going to let it bounce, and it's going to bounce past him. Probably should have cut that one off. That one's going to roll all the way down inside to the 15-yard line. Those are the Bill Parcells hidden yardage, and that was a big one right there. That probably, it rolled about 12 yards past Andrew Griffin, maybe 15. And Howe will start at their own 16-yard line, deep in their own territory. 29 seconds on the clock before the fourth quarter. Harvey will go under the center, and he's going to toss right side. Griffin looking for a block. Gets a pretty good block by Heimel, and he'll have enough for a first down after about a 13-yard gain. So there's your hidden net yardage right back by Andrew Griffin. He immediately gets him back at the 30-yard line. But a flag is down.
Yeah, I thought I heard a whistle. I was trying to see the flag.
Be holding against Howe. Hidden yardage, huh? That'll back him up to the 6 thereabouts. That's a big penalty.
Yes, it was. Gosh dog it. Is that a word? Gosh dog it. Sounds good.
That's a Mosier word.
That's a Mosier. Hey, I can write me I'm gonna write me a dictionary.
No.
Yes, I am. I wonder if I can call it the Redneck Dictionary. No.
Well,
that's. I bet I could sell a copy, maybe.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of people down at the coffee shop that would buy that.
I'm sure.
No question.
I'm sure.
No question. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're headed to the fourth quarter, and the Bulldogs lead 21-0 here at Bulldog Stadium in the 2017 finale. We'll be right back right after this.
A word from Douglas Propane.
I've been in the industry for 21 years. The other day I got a call from a elderly lady on the side of the highway that wanted to thank me because one of my technicians stopped and changed her tire for her. The service goes so much further than beyond propane. It's the mentality of the person that we have on our staff. We appreciate our customer base in Howe and surrounding communities, and go Bulldogs. Have a great year.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Welcome back to the 17 finale. We look down here, we talk about and there are two kids, big part of big wins for the Bulldogs in years to come. Matthew Bearden and Carson Daniels standing right down here. Those two cats are going to play a lot of games for the Bulldogs in just a few years coming up. They'll be freshmen in 19, so they'll hit the field in the 2020 season, and those two right there can play some football.
They're both. I thought they were older than that. Especially, I guess Mr. Bearden here. It looks like he might be 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, he is he's not only big, but you got to see how fast that kid is. There's a run by Dylan Moreau, pick up to close to the 15-yard line at about the 14. Six yards there. Second down and about 12 coming up for the Bulldogs. Harvey now will go under center. Two slots and two wides. One man in the backfield is Griffin. Now a man goes in motion, which is Riggs. He'll get the carry. Going from one side to the other, looking for a block by Griffin. Gets a great block by Griffin, but he goes out of bounds, and it looks like a flag is down. Riggs had enough for the first down, and now we'll check the flag and see if this one is coming back.
It looked like it was in the backfield.
Hudson not very happy, and he is really not happy.
I'm telling you guys, whether you're up by 21 or down by 21, Coach Hudson is not letting these guys get complacent here. He's still coaching them up pretty hard.
Yeah, you don't see him change at all. I have been around Zach Hudson now for, I guess this is his 5th year. And he's the same whether you're up or down.
Yes,
whether you're 0-9 or 7-2, it's the same. All right, now it's second down and about 20 after the penalty. Harvey goes under center, toss to the near side. Griffin falls down. He tried to make a cut to the inside. Remember, he tore his ACL a year ago and had that thing repaired. Tried to make a cut on that right leg and fell down after maybe a yard. And with 10:38 on the quarter in the fourth, Howe's all of a sudden facing a third very long.
Yeah, Maybe a Harvey to Harvey would be good.
Well, this is going to be a quick hitter up the middle. Griffin could not find that seam this time. And the punt team will come in again. Griffin gets up holding his face mask. He may have had some grass in his eyes there. Something. He's pulling at his face mask from inside the head. Under 10 minutes left to go in the game. Howe leading 21-0. What quarter is it, Michael?
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. Here's the punt by Cheatham. It's a pretty good punt. Near midfield at the 48-yard line. And let's see how far this referee will walk backwards. Walk. He got it right at the 48.
He sure did.
Nailed it. Callisburg will take it at their own 48. 9:46 left to go in the game. And I'm debating whether to go down on the sideline after this game and let Coach Hudson turn on the victory light.
Yeah,
or let Andrew Griffin, let a senior turn it on.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Don't you think?
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he may have got some grass or something in his eye.
This is going to be a handoff. First man through, lots of room right up the middle, 9 yards for Dakota Schaefer. And give him 8 yards, close to the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Looked like Hunter Cheatham brought him down.
Griffin's either got something in his eye or something to contact. They've got kind of some eye wash of some sort trying to flush through his eye.
Well, it looks like he's getting his helmet ready to get back on and get right back out there. And you keep getting 9-yard gains, and Griffin on the sidelines doesn't do you much good. A little bit of movement early on the right side of the offense by Callisburg, and this one will back up. Hidden yardage. There's 5 of those 8 right back. They'll back them up to about the 47-yard line, thereabouts. So Griffin goes back into the game. He got his contact situation resolved, and they'll spot the ball at the 46-yard line. Second down and 8 coming up for Callisburg. 2 wides and 2 slots. 1 man in the backfield, 2 men in the backfield, along with Lewis, who's going to roll out left, looking down the field, looking deep down the field. Throws it up, and it's going to be knocked down by Chase Barnett. A nice job of going up for it, swatting it away back there.
Yeah, that's good coverage by Chase.
Barnett, one of those seniors playing in the final game, and he has played with so much passion and so much heart the entire year. And he's another one like Moreau. He plays about a foot taller than he is and about 20 pounds heavier than he is. 3rd and 8 coming up. And now a timeout's been called. We'll take 1-2. We'll be right back right after this.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's big-time chicken fried steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small-town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
3rd and 8. Lewis rolling out right, throwing it. It's going to be caught and trying to escape, and does, and has enough for a first down, is Brandon Hudson. And he'll be pushed out of bounds. I think he was pushed out of bounds. No, the clock's still rolling. And apparently he did not pick up the first down. So the ball's inside the 40 at the 39-yard line.
Stop made by Mason Riggs.
He's going for it. Everybody pretty tight. And it looks to be a quarterback keeper, and I'm not sure he got it. I think he's going to be turned away, and we're about to see Eric Zagleski. And we do. It's Howe Bulldog football as they turn it around on 4th down and stuff Callisburg.
We saw Zagleski get off the ground there just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Eric Zagleski. I tell you what, he is an excitable young man. And Howe now will take over possession with 8:07 on the clock. It'd be a nice time for one of those 6-minute drives at the 40-yard line. As Harvey will go under center, offset I formation, rolling out right, wanting to throw it down the field. Now he's got Moreau. It's caught 3 yards, maybe 4, to the 44-yard line.
Preston Duke in on the stop.
Moreau split out of the backfield in the flats, and Harvey rolled out that way, looked at him, caught him. And second down and about 6 coming up for Howe. Closing in on midfield, heading north with 7:40 left to go in the game. Leading 21-0. A big night in Howe if they can continue to close this one out for the victory line. Toss right side, Moreau. And he'll gain maybe a yard to the 45-yard line. Just sneaking his way, hiding behind cats. And
which is not hard for him to do.
No, it's not.
You know, Clay Marshall and Parker Blunt stand up. Dylan Moreau just disappears.
3rd and 5.
Wow, 15-11.
What a great game at Van Alstyne. 15-11 over Pilot Point.
What's it look like in Whitesboro?
Whitesboro was all over Pottsboro earlier. 3rd and 5 here. Offset I, man in motion. Handoff Griffin left side. Tries to cut, turn. Only a yard. 46-yard line.
35-0 still. Whitesboro over Pottsboro.
That is an alarming score. Pottsboro they've just faded away throughout the district play. Have had no momentum going forward. 42-17, Denison over Sherman in the Battle of the Axe. And it's 4th down here. Howe's going to punt it away. Cheatham, a low end over end kick's going to take a bounce, hop through the arms of Hudson, and he'll be wrapped up. Now he escapes a tackle down the line and finally brought out of bounds at the 33-yard line by the punter, Hunter Cheatham.
He was wrapped up there in the back. I thought he was down. J.C. Heppenstall had him, and he slipped away.
6:01 on the clock, and Callisburg will start on their own end of the field at the 34-yard line. You know what, Justin? I think you should stay down there. And
you want me to stay down here?
I think it might be nice to talk to Coach Hudson. And let me think about it. Here's a toss, and that's Crisp on the run around the left edge, and he's trying to find the corner. Loses the ball. Howe may have recovered. Let's see. On the very far side, or did he not?
Yeah, Chris took a hard hit.
I think. Yeah, he did take a big hit over there, but the ball came out and it might have went out of bounds. And I think that's what happened. The ball went out of bounds. So Crisp over there is being attended to after that hard hit. Let's take a quick timeout because, again, when we do, they pop right back up.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Well, just now getting up, and we hate to go to an injury timeout that's sponsored by a funeral home. It's probably the not right of order of succession there.
That was the look on your face when you hit that button. It was like, oh, no.
We love Scoggins Funeral Home, but that probably shouldn't be the injury timeout sponsor.
Right. Probably.
Who's the producer of the show? Who is that?
3rd and 11, left to right here. Or is that second down?
I think it's second.
I think it's second down. Here's a toss to the near side. Parker trying to find the corner. He's in trouble, and he's going to lose yardage as Griffin was there and Hunter Cheatham was there.
Well, he just kind of as Hunter come across, he just kind of eased down to the ground
He
like,
did.
okay, I'm done.
And he kind of tucked his tail a little bit, awaiting the pop. And there's a flag against Callisburg as well. So another holding call. The Howe Bulldogs and Coach Zach Hudson will decline this and take the yards where it's at the 31-yard line. And it's third down.
Monty, I kind of like the idea of a senior like Andrew Griffin, probably the MVP of this game, turning on that victory light.
You know, maybe I should come down there. Well, here's a pass deep right side. That was Mason Riggs who had a shot at it. But it falls incomplete. It was intended for Eli Parker down here at the far side, or at the near side. But Riggs went up like he was going to get it, and I think it just kind of went through his hands and fell incomplete. And fourth down coming up for Callisburg. I may switch with you. We'll see. There's 5:07 on the clock. I'll tell you what, at the 3-minute mark, we'll let you do some play-by-play, and I'll just take the baton.
All right.
I think. I tell you what, after the game, I'll run down there. How about that?
Sounds good.
It takes them a while. So here's a punt by Callisburg. Vasquez goes straight out of bounds. A high off the side of the foot punt. We've seen some of those from Howe this year, and that's just bad luck. And now it'll be what amounts to probably about a 7 or 8, maybe 10-yard punt. Howe's going to have the ball in great field position.
You know, Dawson Dillard, I've been watching him. He took a pretty hard lick earlier. He's kind of been addled back and forth the last couple of plays. We have to keep an eye on him.
1st and 10, right to left. Handoff, Griffin up the middle, 3 yards to about the 45-yard line. And you might as well just ride that horse on out because Griffin has been the horse for 4 years around here. A 4-year starter, he and Clay Marshall and Dylan Moreau. You got to look, you think back at Zach Hudson back in 2014, and you look at Dylan Moreau, who's 5'0", and you say, I'm going to bring that kid up to play varsity as a freshman. Really?
Right.
But, hey, what a player. Here's Harvey on the keeper right up the middle, and he'll gain 4, maybe 5, close to a first down at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Harvey was tucked in right behind Clay Marshall, and Clay Marshall just led the way down the field. That's another guy you're going to miss up front. Clay Marshall, big center there, that senior, you're going to miss him.
I tell you what, I haven't done a sideline interview since 1994.
Oh, wow.
This ought to be interesting. Offset I, 3rd and 2, handoff Griffin, first down to about the 20 or 30, around 34-yard line.
Brandon Hudson made the stop.
3:33 on the clock. And Howe, you're getting a little bit excited over there, I would imagine, looking for that first victory of the year, knowing that you're not going to go 0 for. Not 0 for 2017. Howe's never been 0-10. Norman Dickey tried, but they went 0-9-1 that year. They tied Celeste. 1st and 10, right to left. Harvey on the stretch. Outside, stiff arms a man down. Good for about 8, maybe 9 yards. Griffin has been a workhorse tonight.
It's kind of up over here now because some handshakes and high fives over here on the sidelines. They kind of know that they've got it pretty much in the bag now.
Almost at 2.5 minutes left to go in the game.
Marquez Nada made that stop for the Wildcats. And I know that's not right, but it sounds good.
2nd down and 1. Harvey, Griffin Right side, first down, flag down from the back judge. Rutrow. That's usually a hold. It's a hold against Howe. They'll bring that one back. So second down. Instead of having a first down, it'll be second down and very long here.
Ricky Yates getting his exercise tonight.
And now he comes back over to the near side. They're going to back this one up to the 35-yard line. So it'll be second down and 11 for Howe. They wind the clock at 2:16. Getting towards the end of this thing. Offset I formation. Harvey fakes the toss, turns around, and wants to run the trap to the backside. It didn't work. Callisburg right there to sniff that one out. 3rd and 11 coming up.
Steven just kind of turns his hands up and goes, I don't know. We're going to say Chase Walker. Hadn't called his name tonight.
There were about 8 white jerseys right there on Harvey. Yeah. They'll give him a yard. I'm not sure how. So now it's 3rd and 10, and all kinds of substitutions coming in and out. Dyson Dillard coming in, and now I think a timeout's going to be called. They were trying to get different players in the game. Weren't able to do it. Timeout's been called. We'll take one. We'll be right back. 21.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
A minute 31 on the clock until victory. And as soon as that clock hits 0, Justin White, you can come on up here.
All righty.
And you can come on up now, I guess, if you want. I'm going to head down there at about the same time. Here's a handoff to Mikey Heimel, and that'll lose a yard. So 4th and 11 coming up.
Looks like maybe a kind of a misdirection or just didn't know what the play call was.
Now, I don't know about your headsets down there and how that works, if I'm going to be able to hear you or not. I hope it works out. I guess you can hear us okay.
Yeah, I can hear y'all fine through the radio.
All right, well, we'll see how it works. I'm not as good with the eyes because I was born way back there, way beyond 1990. Thanks for that report. Here's Hunter Cheatham on the punt. Off the side of his foot. High wobbly kick, going to go out of bounds over there. But it's okay because it's still deep in Callisburg territory at about the 15-yard line thereabout. So Callisburg going to have the ball to clear this one out. 43 seconds on the clock. 43 delicious seconds for the Howe Bulldogs. But bittersweet, because the seniors are going to be exiting the door in 43 seconds. And we're talking about Andrew Griffin. We're talking about Hunter Cheatham. We're talking about Cade Courtney, who didn't get to play in his final game. And here's going to be a handoff up the middle. Nothing doing there. Griffin still in, fighting to the last part of the game. Winston Moss will not be back. Dylan Moreau will not be back. Chase Barnett will not be back. Mikey Heimel, who transitioned from guard to slot back. Chase Harvey, who transitioned from guard to quarterback. And Clay Marshall, who's been a starter since freshman year, will not be back. And also Ty Harvey, the big wide receiver. And those are big losses for the Howe Bulldogs. Here's a stretch play out, toss to the near side. Parker trying to find the corner, runs over a Howe Bulldog at the 30-yard line. And that is the end of the game. Howe, your Bulldogs are on the board in the win column. Not going to go over 2017. The Howe Bulldogs have won tonight, and the victory light is about to be turned on for the first time in downtown this year. Congratulations to the Howe Bulldogs. fighting all the way, and that's what they've done all year. Fight all the way, fight and never give up. It came down to the last bit to try to punch it in on that win column, and they did. I'm going to hand it over now to Justin White, and I'm going to make my way down on the field for the first time in 100 years.
Michael, good to be with you, man.
Hey, man, that's right. That's good. It was a good win tonight.
This was. Howe Bulldogs win tonight, 21-0, to cap off this season. Finish the season 1-9.
You know, this season's been rough, but you know, these guys, they never quit. I don't think I've ever seen a team, you know, they never stopped. I mean, they never give up. They never said, "Hey, we're done." They just kept plugging week after week after week.
Yeah. And I've said this several weeks, and I'll say it again: is that no matter what the score has been, these guys do not stop, and I think that's the personality of a character trait of Coach Hudson that he's put onto his team there.
It is, and I don't think you're gonna find a guy got as much heart as he does. He's been a great asset to Howe ISD. Wonder how's our sideline guy doing? Has he made it down there yet?
I'm trying to find him.
I see him down there in the crowd. Hey, I wonder if Miss Clarissa will ask him who he is. Call him to the side and say, "Hey, who are you?
What are you doing?"
Right. Oh, he's just gonna go get in the huddle. Thanks, sir. Oh man!
Got your cowboy hat
and
there.
He dropped it. That's all right. Thank you, Jonathan.
The Bulldog players and coaches are gathered about the 25-yard line. Coach Hudson, the coach is talking to those guys. Cheerleaders and students are on the sidelines here waiting to approach the field.
Yeah, the kids they've got kids out there on the field. Man, we got all kinds of activity.
No kidding. It's good to see after a win. You know, we've
You're right.
You know, everybody's kind of in the doldrums there with after a defeat, but it's good to see some enthusiasm now with a win, especially to cap off the season.
It is. Yeah, I believe Coach Hudson standing back here at the back. That's maybe who's that doing the talking? Is that Coach Fry?
You guys, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, we got you, sideline guy.
Where are you?
I see him standing back there on the backside.
Monty is?
Yeah, he's back on the far side over there.
Okay, I see him now. Yeah.
Well, Justin, what do you think of Howe Bulldog football?
Man, it's been fun. It didn't turn out to be the season that we thought it was, but it's been fun to watch. It's fun to see the community. I come from a small town myself, so I kind of know the closeness and the tight knit group that small communities can have, and I see that a lot here with Howe. That a lot of people know each other and kind of root for each other, and we saw the thing like with Tate Harvey, how everybody kind of came together for that. And that's just kind of the epitome of small town.
Yeah,
small town life.
That was a big deal. I saw Tate Harvey tonight. Talked to him for just a second. He was trying to convince Mom he wanted to go play football. She said, "No, go sit down."
He looked pretty good too, didn't he?
He did. He looked good.
Coaches are still talking to the Bulldog players right now. Again, Bulldogs win tonight, 21-0 over the Callisburg Wildcats. They finished 1-9 on the season, 1-4 in district.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, we think about next year. They have the realignment coming up, and we've seen the enrollment. Let's look at the scores. Where's some scores from around the district there?
Oh, look at there. Pilot Point got beat Whitesboro 35-0.
Whitesboro over Pottsboro 35-0.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Which makes what's the Van Alstyne score?
What was it?
Van Alstyne
22-11.
22-11. Van Alstyne beats Pilot. Is that a final?
3 minutes left in the fourth
quarter. So, assuming Van Alstyne can hang on, so they'll win district then.
All right. What's that
Guys.
Gunner Leonard?
Winston Moss just gave a great talk to the team as a senior and thanked every one of them. And now Ty Harvey's doing the same thing. Very emotional down here. Told the guys he's been going through a lot, obviously, with Tate, and is having a talk with the team right now and thanking them. Very emotional down here.
And it looks like they're having a prayer.
You know, that's what you got to love about Bulldog football.
And here in a second, after they conclude the prayer, we'll see if Monty can pull aside Coach Hudson and get an interview.
Marshall.
Monty's doing roll call here.
He is doing roll call.
He's getting looks like he's trying to get all the seniors together. Do an interview. What do you say? 1994 was the last time he did a sideline interview.
He's trying to get.
Hey, let's go ahead and talk to Andrew Griffin here. You were the workhorse tonight. Talk about that and in the final game, left it all out here on the field. Talk about the emotions of tonight.
Well, it really wasn't about me tonight. It was about each and every single one of these seniors. They gave it their all. This line and these coaches, I wouldn't be anywhere. So it's not all on me. It's thank them. Talk to them.
Great job tonight. Great job for 4 years. We'll talk to Clay Marshall. We will talk to your offensive lineman. Clay, emotions tonight. Finally get that win tonight. Talk about that.
And it's just something we've been working for all year, man. And to finally be able to come out here and do it, it's just so amazing. Finally be able to, set out and accomplish our goal, finish strong and move on to life.
Well, you got to block tonight. Your buddy got to turn on the victory light a moment ago. It's on in downtown. Let's talk to Chase Harvey. You've gone from offensive line to quarterback in this team, and now your final game here. Talk about the emotions of tonight.
Right, it's been an unlucky season, but I'll miss every minute of it. It's been the most exciting season throughout every game and every practice. I'm going to miss all of it.
Let's talk to Chase Barnett. A lot of tears over here from seniors. The last time on the field. Talk about it.
It's just saddening, but I loved every minute of it. Like, I've been playing with these guys for since first grade, ever since I moved to Howe. I loved every one of them like family. They're all my brothers.
All right, let's talk to Dylan Moreau, 4-year starter. A lot of people look at Dylan Moreau when he's a freshman and say, there's no way this kid's going to play varsity football as a freshman. Coach Hudson had all the confidence in you. You stepped it up, had an outstanding career here for Howe. Talk about the emotions as it comes to an end.
It's all about defying odds, and we've had a lot of struggles so far this season, and we were able to finally put things together and have some success, and it's so nice to see a victory, see that victory light up in town.
Good job. Congratulations on a great career. Ty Harvey, a lot of emotions. You're talking to the team earlier about the things that your family's gone through this year. Talk about tonight and finally getting over the edge and getting a victory tonight.
It's just all for Tate, man. It's been great. We worked all week. All we talked about from Monday, from Friday of last week, we talked about let's just go win next week and end on a good note, and it was just amazing.
Talk about the quick hitter on there at the end zone, that little route. How was that?
It was a quick call. We were running at low on the clock, and he just called it, and I caught it and scored.
That's a good play. Hey, congratulations on a great year. All right, now Mikey Heimel. We talked a little bit ago this week about the powerlifting and stuff like that. Talk about the emotions tonight.
Tonight it's just sad because this is the last time I get to play with guys who are exactly like brothers. I couldn't ask for any better of a team, anybody that's more supportive of anything and everything.
Powerlifting now?
Yep, we're going to go work our tails off and see if we can go.
Hunter Cheatham, last but not least, right? Oh, no, we got Cade Courtney. He didn't even get to play in his last game. That's going to be – we'll talk about that in a moment. Right now it's Hunter Cheatham, and let's talk about your year. Came out of nowhere, and you were on the field a lot this year. Talk about that.
It's just been an amazing year. I mean, just the opportunities that I've had and to play with such an amazing team that just never gave up. I mean, being my senior year, you would never want the underclassmen to give up, and they stayed right there with us, kept pushing. And I know the season didn't turn out how we wanted to, but tonight with a win, it just fills my heart with joy, and I'm so happy for this season.
Well, congratulations on the win. Great job. Cade Courtney, emotions tonight. Didn't get to play in your final game. Talk about that.
Well,
it happens, but matters the win, it's tough not playing, but I'm happy for my entire family, my brothers out there on the field.
How hard is this to walk away?
Oh, it's unbearable. Wouldn't wish this upon anybody, but it happens.
Well, Moss, I don't think we've talked to Winston yet. Yeah, Winston, come on over. You actually started the impromptu talks there. Talk about that and how emotional is this for you?
Well, I just wanted to let all my brothers know how much I care for them and how much I appreciate them not giving up on me this year. And, yeah, it's definitely really emotional. I've been through a lot with these guys, and especially these other seniors. They've been like brothers to me, and I couldn't ask for anything else.
So in your final night, you get to drive downtown and see that victory light. Is that going to be nice?
Oh, man, that's gonna feel great after this season. I feel it's been long deserved.
Well, congratulations on the win and a great career. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So we'll try to find Coach Hudson. Is everything sounding okay?
Yeah, pretty good.
You sounded good. You cut out just a little, but that it's not bad.
All right, let's see if we can talk to Coach Hudson here. He's standing with me for a second. Coach, you got a sec? I hadn't been a sideline guy in 24 years, so bear with me. Talk about how important it was to finish out the season with a win.
Oh, it's very important. I mean, our kids practice hard, they play hard, and they got after it tonight. I think, we had more penalty yards than they had offense, and so I mean, the defense was lights out. Offense moved the ball, kind of got stuck in some jams there for a little bit, but they loaded the box up with everybody and kept us to 3 or 4 yards a game. But we're built like that, and Andrew did a hell of a job all night finding the holes, and the offensive line did a good job. So, but tonight was a defensive night. They kept us, in field position all night, and did a hell of a job. Special teams did a great job. I thought Cheatham punted well, did exactly what we asked them to do. It was a good, solid night for us.
Talk about your workhorse, Andrew Griffin. He won't be back this year, but you might as well use him up tonight, and you did.
Yeah, I mean, he plays both sides of the ball, has all season. He's gotten in better shape as we've gone on, so he's able to play more and more. But he is a workhorse, and he's a hard sucker to bring down. But, my hat's off to those seniors that have been around this program for 5 years, and they play hard. We got some early personal fouls just for playing hard. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't nothing like that. They were playing hard and, kind of got in on the pile a little late and stuff like that. But they were playing hard, and that's all you can ask for them the whole time.
Well, I noticed some of the seniors spoke up impromptu-wise and gave some emotional talks. How emotional was it down there?
It's going to be emotional. Some of these guys have been on this field years playing varsity football, and then more personal than it was about football. And there's stuff bigger in this game, and this game just brings us closer together, and teaches us how to deal with each other, and teaches us a lot of different aspects of life. But it's a lot bigger than this game, and these kids realize that.
Well, thanks, Coach Hudson, for your time. Appreciate all you do. That is Zach Hudson, who has moved past Buck Smith on the win list with the win tonight, number 30 on his belt. And I believe that's in 4th place from all Howe Bulldog coaches here in Howe. Back up to you guys.
All right, thank you, Monty. So Howe wins 21-0 over Callisburg, and we'll finish the season, as we said earlier, 1-9 overall, 1-4 in district. Michael, any closing thoughts on tonight and on the season?
Well, they struggled, they fought, they struggled, they fought. They never give up, and that's just the traits of this group of young men, especially these seniors. They never stopped. They were all hard all the time, and I'll always be a huge fan of Andrew Griffin. And he reminds me a lot of my son when he was growing up, and I'm proud to say that I got to know Andrew, and I'm really glad I got to watch him the last 4 years, along with these other guys. It's been great to see Ty Harvey, Chase Harvey, Winston Moss. Those guys grow up. They've grown so much, and they've worked so hard, and I'm just proud to be part of it. Hey, our sideline guy made it back.
Hey, I'm back. Hey,
back.
Hope that was okay. I don't know.
Hey, it was. Hey, it was.
I couldn't tell if it was going in and out or not, but
Hey, I've learned I'm out of shape. Walking down there.
There's a lot of walking, a lot of talking too.
Hey, it was very emotional down there, as you can imagine. And Ty Harvey, he got up to talk to his teammates and lost it, talking about his brother. So, Coach Hudson, talking, there's a lot of things. Let me catch my breath. There's a lot of things going on in this football year off the field.
Right.
And stuff that we have not told anybody, and we're not going to. But football, like he said, is much more than just football. And I think he addressed that in very fine fashion. Very proud of these Howe Bulldogs. Proud that Andrew Griffin got to turn the victory light on. And I guess, should I recap this game, or let's just go home with a victory?
I don't know. I think you recapped it pretty good with that interview and talking to those guys.
I think you're right.
I think let's just go home.
I think we'll close this one up. Guys, I can't thank you enough for being with me again another year. I look forward to it. We've done it now. What is this? 14, 15, 16, 17, 4 years?
4 years or?
Wow.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for putting up with me. Yes.
So now we just pick up with the next freshman, and I say we just keep going. What do you think? Hey, Steven's in.
It's gonna. Hey, at some point they're gonna get on another one of those runs, and I know when we were talking down here about Carson Daniels and Matthew Bearden standing down here, and if those guys, when they get there, that's some of those cold December playoff games in big, very huge stadiums that we'll get to be a part of. Now that's down the road, and who knows what happens in between there, but that group, along with the 6th grade and the 5th grade, boy, I tell you what, the future is so bright for the Howe Bulldogs. There's just a little bitty gap in between getting there, and but there is talent before you get there.
Right.
You just have to, it's in good hands with Coach Hudson, and he's going to do everything he can to move forward with that group, and next year ought to be fun as well. So, with that, we're going to call it a night. We're going to call it a 2017 season. We end it with the victory light on, and that sucker may stay on until it blows up.
There you go.
For everyone who has been a part of this one, including our spotter extraordinaire, Stephen Braswell, and also our a brand new sideline guy with us, did a great job this year. Really proud of him.
Justin, guys, thanks for making me feel part of the team.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was fun. Justin White, and for Michael, who is so good on the rosters.
That's right. And I will have next year.
Have a book signing. Let's have a book signing.
A couple of bucks all it'll cost.
So for everyone who's been a part of this one, until next year, I'm Monty Walker, and we will see you in 2018.
This has been a Grayson Publishing presentation.
Bills over a defender into the end zone. It's touchdown time in Texas.
Howe Bulldogs football has been brought to you by Cavender Home Theater, Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Kiri's Coffee Company.
The Bulldog fans are on their feet. Both sides at full throat. 4th and 2.
Howe Bulldog football is also brought to you in part by Buck Snort Barbecue, Abby's Restaurant, Attorney Micah Belden, and the Howe Athletic Booster Club.